today, former President Donald Trump expected to head to Florida ahead of his first federal court appearance in Miami tomorrow.
This comes after special counsel Jack Smith handed down a 37-count indictment last week. It's all in connection to these classified documents you see right here. They were found at Mar-a-Lago and also West Palm Beach. The former president made his first public appearance in Georgia and North Carolina this weekend, a day after that indictment was unsealed. Trump denying all the allegations and plans to stay in the race for president.
You get indicted over nothing. You get indicted over the Presidential Records Act, which they don't even admit. They call it the Espionage Act. I will never be deterred.
So according to a new ABC News poll, about 35% of people across the country believe the charges are politically motivated, and about half say the indictment was the right move. Now, despite this, one attorney we spoke to argues this investigation is not politically motivated.
Our Caleb Califano is near Mar-a-Lago, the epicenter, if you will, of this investigation, to explain more. So, Caleb, what can we expect to happen in that federal courtroom in less than 24 hours?
Well, Nathalie, first, legal experts that we talked to believe that Trump's appearance down at the federal courthouse in Miami, it won't take long at all. Now, they also believe that this indictment involving seized documents from here at Mar-a-Lago last August is not politically motivated. Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg says regardless of what Trump and many of his supporters say, the federal indictment is not politically motivated and also shows that former President Trump was directly involved in the alleged crimes.
You can't let this conduct go unchallenged. You have to pursue it, because if you're allowed to get away with this, then this means that our intelligence laws, our obstruction laws, our espionage laws mean nothing.
Former Department of Justice Criminal Division senior trial attorney and current South Florida criminal defense attorney Richard Serafini says that Trump will likely not have his fingerprints or mugshot taken tomorrow, and he'll be out on bond or his own recognizance right after his appearance in court. He also thinks the general public will most likely not see the actual documents seized from Mar-a-Lago, regardless of how the case plays out.
The court will, the jurors will, but it's really unlikely that during the course of trial, secret documents that are the centerpiece of an espionage charge are going to be published and released to the public. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of bringing the charge in the first place.
And former President Trump is expected to make his appearance down at the federal courthouse in Miami tomorrow at 3 in the afternoon. For now, though, we're live at Mar-a-Lago. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.
Caleb, thank you. Several law enforcement agencies working to keep security tight in Miami for tomorrow's arraignment. We will have live coverage tomorrow morning. I'll be live outside the federal courthouse. That's starting at 4:30. And you can find more information on the indictment on the former president right there on our homepage of our website. That's WPBF.com.